Hi Pisces, it's Bailey B hanging out for another intuitive reading to help you explore your subconscious and see what's going on. Thank you for being here. I intend for this reading to give you something fascinating to think about, and I hope you can use that information to lead you to more safety and more fulfillment. Today I'm going to be using the Yogic Path deck by Sahara Rose, and then the Tarot del Fuego by Ricardo Cavolo. Thank you to everyone who's liked the videos, subscribed to my channel, and left me a tip. I really appreciate y'all. I'm giving away another free hour reading for one of my first 1,000 subscribers, so subscribe for your chance to win. Remember to press the like button if you like the video and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I'm here every other day and it really helps my channel grow. Alright, so let's pick out some Yogic Path cards, maybe just one to start, and we'll end with a second. What does Pisces need to know for the day? Help me pick out a Yogic Path card for Pisces. Alright, so we have the goddess Chinnamasta coming out. She's the goddess of radical self-transcendence. You are waking up and experiencing the radical pleasures of letting go. Chinnamasta, the headless goddess, has come to guide you in this massive state of transformation as you turn passion into spiritual energy. Kundalini, primal energy, is rising, and you have given up a role you once carried to step more fully into your power. Don't feel fear in the state of transition. Chinnamasta's gift is to transmute the darkest of times into the most powerful of energies. Carry her fierceness as you tear off a former head you once had and experience the inner peace that comes with being divinely yourself. Wow, that is so amazing and intense. Here's a card of the goddess taking off her own head and transforming. She's wearing these heads around her neck, so these are just like the many iterations of you throughout your life. I was just meditating outside thinking about how many different people I've been over my lifetime, and how much I've changed over the years, and it's pretty crazy when you think about how many different people you can be over a single lifetime, just because you're constantly evolving and changing. So let's see what the Tarot del Fuego cards have to say to us about this personal transformation, radical self-transformation. Let's get a past, present, and future card here for Pisces. Where was Pisces in the past when it comes to the radical transformation and the present? Okay, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, some really good cards. What about the future here for Pisces? Just turned over. The Ten of Swords. Wow, so you're really going to be finishing something. And as I say that, here's the World on the bottom of the deck. So we have definite radical transformation here with the Ten of Swords and the World card. Let's get this a little more centered. I'm going to pull some clarifiers here, but let's address this Eight of Pentacles in your past. It looks to me like you've been really working on something in your material world, your financial health. You've been really buckled down, trying to create a stability and a sense of sameness for yourself in your home, and you've been practicing that routine, that daily in and out, for you to be able to manifest all of these pentacles for yourself. So a lot of maturity here in your past, and I see you being frugal, and really working on your craft and honing things in with the Eight of Pentacles. So even if this is like a spiritual energy, if you're you've been doing a lot of spiritual work lately, reading, lighting candles, setting intentions, meditating, even maybe chanting or things like that, you've been really like racking up the experience in whatever realm you're focused on right now. And I think that's what's causing this radical transformation here. You're literally shifting yourself from one person into another person with this practice that you've been implementing. And you know, everyone's on a different timeline, so if you haven't gotten there yet, keep going, keep doing that daily practice, keep digging into the little things that make the difference, that help motivate you and keep you on target, and also just keep you grounded and consistent and trusting yourself, even if you're not making like a ton of visible progress yet. But with the Ace of Wands here in your present energy, I'm really getting this energy of like newness, of a renewed spark, this passion throughout the different times of the day and the different days of the month. I think it's something that you're kind of really enjoying. You're getting excited about this routine, or feeling like you're in flow, so that you're finally feeling natural in all of these movements, and it's bringing you a renewed sense of energy and a renewed sense of excitement for what's coming down the road. What I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords in your future is one last like intense push towards your goal. You're really like clearing out the very last of whatever it is that's holding you back, or you're learning right now. This is, I'm getting like the end of a long lesson that you've been learning, either about yourself or about the way you work. But I'm getting like, this is reminding me of that verse about cleaning the speck out of your own eye, or the log out of your own eye before you point out the speck in another's. I know that's not a direct quote, but I think we've all heard the gist of that verse. But that's what this is reminding me of. It's like you're clearing out the very last log in your own eye, and you're going to be able to like see a lot more clearly and passionately moving forward, because you're doing this work to kind of eradicate that last bit of dirt that's just blurring your vision a little bit. And then here with the World on the back of the deck, this is something you don't see coming, but I'm seeing these wands in your hand, both hands. You have wands here, and I think this is reflective of this Ace of Wands, where you're like just going for it. Like you're finally really able to express yourself, to wield these wands. I just like saw drumsticks. And sometimes, as we see here with the Ten of Swords, that can be a little painful. Like that very last piece of training can really bring out a lot of some qualities in ourselves that we haven't wanted to look at with the first 9 swords, if that makes sense. Ooh, 10 of Cups on the back of the deck there. Ultimate happiness. All right, let's get some clarifiers for this 8 of Cups. I mean, 8 of Pentacles. All right, we have the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you've really been balancing. You've been like using your maturity and your sense of hard work, and you've been adulting hardcore, Pisces. Like you're making all the right choices here. I think, you know, with the 5 of Cups, this is about really being able to focus on many things at once and keeping a lot of irons in the fire, if you will. I think learning how to get over things quicker, like you're not dwelling on the past or mistakes, like you're recovering more quickly than you used to. And I think that's part of the learning process here, is like we're figuring out, okay, I've fallen off the bicycle. How do I get back on quickly? How do I make quick last minute decisions and to change course without really being knocked off my momentum? Things like that. It's like that level of mastery that only comes with time and persistence. But I think sometimes the question is, like I said, how do you keep that passion going? So let's see what we have to say about this Ace of Wands. What does Pisces need to know about this passionate new feeling, this new idea or thing that's keeping them moving forward? Hangman on the back of the deck. This came out upside down. The Moon in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, so the Moon in reverse is something coming to light. The Moon upright would be something that you're not quite seeing, that's kind of being kept hidden from you or in the shadows. But reversed, what I'm hearing is that everything's going to be pretty clear soon. So something is going to come to light. I'm seeing you keeping your eye on the prize, and that is what's going to lead you to this last breakthrough that you're going to have to take you to this next level and really give you a new perspective on what you're going through right now and what you're building for yourself. So let's get out some more clarifiers. What is this Ten of Swords exactly for Pisces right now? What is this Ten of Swords for Pisces? I guess I saw them flipped over. Where'd you go? There it is, Three of Swords. Okay, so a lot of hard work and pain there. Seven of Wands on the back of the deck. That is you really fighting for what you believe in, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so Three of Wands, Three of Swords. The Three of Wands is this planning, you going to the next stage of your ideas. Not only have you had this new wand idea or this new inspiration, but then you've planned for it and now you're ready to launch it or actually act upon all this planning that you've done to support yourself so far. The Three of Swords is telling me that there's been some struggle, that you've had some disappointment. Maybe you've been turned down a couple of times so far and you haven't quite seen the luck yet. I think this is really just building character, like with the Seven of Wands here on the back of the deck. We're seeing you honing in your skills, you're balancing all these wands on your head, you're like receiving this onslaught of water, but we know you're going to survive because of the skill and the calm that you have in the middle of this storm. And why do you have this? Because you've done what it takes to really define what is guiding you, and you know exactly what you're fighting for, what your passions are, what your idea is for the world, and what you're going to be in it. This Ace of Pentacles tells me that there's a new financial beginning here as well that you don't see coming. Maybe you'll get a message or a new opportunity or offer. There's a key on this card, and I always think of like a new house, a new office, a new space for you to work in. Whatever it is, this new perspective is going to help you level up wherever you are, whether it's like at home, whether it's in your spiritual life, or whether it's in your career. This could very much be translated into a career reading as well. Maybe you're shifting your business mindset, maybe you're shifting your persona at work, what it is that you're focused on, what your short and long-term goals are, who you've decided to work with or associate yourself with. All these things are little incremental changes that happen slowly over time, but that they end up making such a huge difference that in the end it's like we feel like we have a completely new head than when we started with. Or maybe we've cycled through a few different identities in that time, but I'm seeing a shifting of identity right now for you, Pisces, and it's because you're working through these old pains and you're doing all the work it takes to really like graphically like dig into those wounds and like pull out the dirt so that it can heal over and like be extremely healthy and productive and do what it was meant to do. Alright, so let's get out some cards of advice. What is it that we need to take away from this reading as we're changing and morphing into a new perspective? What do we need to keep in mind? What does Pisces need to keep in mind as they're shifting and clearing out this last, the Devil card, this last bit of dirt from their wound, their collective wounds? And the Emperor, wow. Hangman on the back of the deck again. So the Devil and the Emperor card. The Devil is something that is holding you back, is like a codependency or an insecurity, something like a way of thinking that is no longer serving you, that's for sure. It's so crazy how similar these two figures are. If you see like the eyes on their chest, his little goatee here is the same as this fire on the chest of the Devil, and they're both like surrounded by flames. There's a broken mountain in the background of the Devil card, but here this mountain is intact. So it's almost like this is the old you, this is the new you. A lot of times we have to go through this old personality, these old wounds, these old things that kept us back in order to appreciate where we're headed. You've cleared out the bats, the snakes, all of the things that were keeping you poisoned, and now you're cloaked in this purple, this royalty. You've taken a new respect for yourself. You've taken care of yourself in a more pointed and intentional way. You have a scepter here, and you have all this power in the scepter. There's like a erupting mountain here that's just like erupting with creativity, with passion, with capabilities of manifesting things into your world and bringing yourself stability. There's a crown on your head here, and a castle that represents like a really stable vision, stable mind, one that knows exactly what it wants and goes like straight towards it and is guided by that internal light. So whatever it is that you've left behind here, whatever it is that you're cleaning out, this might be, you know, old habits that your parents taught you, things that you learned as children. I'm seeing like these two figures here as like little kids where they don't have like a say or control over what's happening to them. And this is like something that can keep persisting even when we do have control over ourselves. We might have that mindset like from when we're younger that we don't have control over our surroundings or we have no choice in certain matters. And it's, you know, all that's an illusion that we can break through once we do all of this work that I see that you've done, Pisces. Like, I see you've already done the work here. I think this is just showing us like where we've come from and where we've grown into. So I want to take a minute to say to you, I see your progress and I see what you've evolved from. I'm super proud of you. You're doing some really hard work that a lot of people don't ever want to do for themselves. They feel like, you know, maybe they're not worth it or it's too painful. You've clearly gone through the pain here, right? You're like, yeah, I know progress and work is on myself can be painful, and we have to look at painful habits, our painful past, things that have affected us in ways that we, you know, it's really uncomfortable to confront, but you've done the uncomfortable work here, Pisces. And I just want to say congratulations, because you're clearly shifting from this Devil energy to the Emperor energy. That's like from the bottom to the very top. Like, you've pulled yourself up. You've really cleaned out your inside space so that you can evolve into this like really powerful, mature being that has agency over their world. So I see you. Congratulations. You know, pat on the back, huge hugs. wow, you're amazing, and you're doing the work that I wish most people would do for themselves. Um, so, you know, again, just know that you're special, Pisces. Know that this isn't easy, and it's something that a lot of people don't ever face in their lives. And here you are facing it head on. And not only are you facing it, you're coming out with that new perspective. You're coming out with a completely new personality. And not necessarily like your personality is like changing 100%, but like you let go of your old self and you're moving in and allowing yourself to morph and grow into this new person, this stronger person, this person that is better in the world and is better for the world and is obviously better for you, Pisces, because um, you're doing this with your own inner strength and your own personal drive. So just remember what a badass you are, and I'm so proud of you. So I hope this brought you a little bit of encouragement to your day, some faith in yourself and your path moving forward. Live long and prosper.